When we first started on Zoom, when we first started in our county, everybody was digital.
Yeah.
And so then, like, maybe a couple of weeks or so later, the parents that wanted their kids to be in school, we little by little, grade level by grade level, we allowed them to come back.
Right.
And so anyway, so we were all digital. And when I tell y'all, I've gone from hearing parents cussing their kids out, because we had to start talking about that mute button. That was one of my expectations anyway. Like, whenever you come into Zoom, you must be muted, you know. So we hadn't gotten to that part yet, but I've had parents cuss their kids out.
Wow.
I've had, oh my goodness, I had one situation, and this is one of my students. She is the sweetest kid. Her mom is so hands-on. Like, if something's not working or going the way it should, she always reaches out.
Yeah.
But one day, y'all, the little girl, she has so much personality. And so she was sharing with me, I think it was her dad's birthday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And so the camera was on her at first. And then she was like, Mrs. O, she was like, oh, it's my dad's birthday and my mom is making a cake.
Yeah.
And so before I could even like say anything, she was like, look, let me show you. So I'm like, so she turns the camera around, and her mom is in the kitchen, and on her shirt, it says New York effing city.
Wow.
And not effing, but the actual word. Y'all, my heart stopped.
Wow.
Because I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay, sweetie, turn your camera around. Bye, you guys. Click.
That's crazy.
That was in the very, very beginning.
That is hilarious.
Since then, thankfully, we haven't dealt with any situations like that, you know, any out of control. But yeah, the profanity was a big one. And then just that incident is what I dealt with.
I have learned to, before Liv's class starts, that camera, there's a setting in Zoom where you can keep your camera off before joining. And that's like super key. Parents just gotta, you know, we're all getting used to it now.
Yes.
Those are at home, but that's definitely been quite an interesting time.
Exactly. Even let me see, how can I say this without?
What?
Well, I can say it because you guys don't know where I work or anything, but we had an incident with the mic again where we were in a meeting, a Zoom meeting, and I'm not even gonna say the actual position of the people, but it was hilarious. But anyway,
oh yeah, I know this story.
You know what I'm talking about. So it was we were having a conversation about something, and so one of the people that was talking had already said what they, you know, had already given us information. So here another person came in and was like, I'm sorry, such and such and such, and asked this question. And the person had literally just answered the question.
They wasn't
paying attention. So another member of my school, I'm going to call, said, they just said that. And
didn't know their mic was on.
Didn't know their mic was on. And it was a person in a position that you wouldn't have expected that person to say. And next thing we know, I check my work email and we get in the email saying, I apologize for speaking. My mic was not muted, blah, blah, blah. So it happened, y'all. Like, I always mute my mic before I go on the Zoom. I mean, I'm there with the kids, so it's not a big deal. But just if there's any issue or if another one of my coworkers comes in trying to talk or something like that, I just mute it. Some of the time I turn my camera off as well. You know, just because I'm not there, I'm usually moving around the classroom, cleaning or whatever have you. So, because we have a very strenuous, not strenuous really, that's not the best word, but we have a routine that we do in order to keep our classroom clean after kids eat, once they leave, so on and so forth. So.
We have a clothing line called Culturally Responsive Clothing because we would look out into the marketplace and we would not see things that represented the things that were important to us.
Yes.
Designs that have a consciousness to it, designs that have a message that's, unashamed from a faith standpoint, culturally responsive. And if you want to support what we got going on, you can click the link in the show notes of this podcast. Check out the designs. We designed it ourselves, and we appreciate the support. And